work to exonerate people who have been wrongfully convicted for crimes they did not commit in Michigan. So we also advocate for criminal justice reforms to try and prevent wrongful convictions in the future and to find measures to help our clients get on with their lives once they've been exonerated. Students in the Michigan Innocence Clinic learn how to reinvestigate the facts of old, sometimes decades-old cases in order to find new evidence of innocence that we can present in court or sometimes to the governor in an effort to get our clients out for crimes that they did not commit.
It is a litigation-oriented clinic. We do appellate litigation, although we do a very special niche within the appellate litigation world called post-conviction litigation. Our students can expect to get a great deal of experience writing appellate briefs and arguing in appellate court, as well as doing evidentiary hearings in court, which function as mini trials. So I think our clinic is a good fit for those who want to be trial lawyers as well as appellate lawyers, those who are just interested in the criminal justice world, and certainly those who are interested in being either public defenders or prosecutors, or have no plans to join the criminal litigation world at all.
The responsibility of a clinic student includes pretty much everything happening on each one of the cases they work on. And the big picture of that is that you're learning everything that's happened in this case before. You're using that information to identify the best places to look for evidence of the client's innocence, and ultimately to exonerate them. You're figuring out how to get back into court to present that evidence.
Working for the clinic over the past year has really been probably one of my favorite experiences at law school. I think specifically working at the clinic has been such a valuable experience for me because you really get the chance to be creative in your work, which is something that I think happens too little in the other parts of law school. Specifically at the Innocence Clinic, the way our cases work is that they can be in just very different situations, and so you could be working on a case that's in the investigatory stage, or you could be working on a case that's being argued in some way, and I think depending on where you're at and what supervisor you have, you really get a chance to be strategic and to create a strategy.
Since being in the clinic for the last year, I've learned a lot, not only substantively about criminal procedure and evidence in the state of Michigan, but also a lot about how to practice law in the real world and gotten some real life court experience. And I've also learned a lot in terms of my own personal growth and what my career goals are in the future.
And during my time with the clinic, I've been able to participate in all aspects of the process. I've been able to work on briefs and investigate cases and participate in evidentiary hearings and oral arguments. And each aspect of that has been incredibly interesting.
And I think that has really taught me something about the legal profession in general, and that is that the legal profession is very collaborative. And I think that law school doesn't always show you that. I think there's a lot of emphasis on individual work and the individual work product, but I realized through the clinic that really being a lawyer involves being able to stop and ask questions at any time, to ask for feedback at any time, to really be able to work together with other people, get their input, and come up with this even better product because you've heard from everybody else, which is something that you always think in theory, but I think the clinic's such a great opportunity to see that in practice.
I've absolutely loved this experience. It's one of the reasons I came to law school, was to work in this clinic. It is a ton of investigative work because it is a non-DNA clinic, so you're talking to clients, you're talking witnesses, you are visiting crime scenes, you're submitting FOIA requests. It is the best experience. The supervisors are amazing and it's super supportive, and it will definitely help you become a better lawyer.
One of the best parts of being in the clinic is just being a small part of a really remarkable story in someone's life and helping them to overturn these convictions. The thing that I love the most is working with clients who are so resilient and so wonderful and forgiving, and despite their difficult circumstances have really worked to overcome that and are still positive, are still working towards getting the freedom that they deserve and getting exonerated.
I love this work because it's fascinating work, going back and reinvestigating old cases, looking for new evidence, talking to witnesses, and best of all, meeting our clients and then walking them out of prison, sometimes after they've been in prison for 20, 30, even 40 years.